Hey, it's Ron Burns here from ProtonMedia blog down at the DIA show in National Harbor, Maryland, here with Les Jordan, Chief Technology Strategist of Microsoft Life Sciences. How are you today, Les?
I'm doing just fine, Ron. I'm really excited about this show. In fact, we just unveiled our configuration white paper for Part 11 compliance for SharePoint 2010 at this show. So some really exciting stuff happening. And you can find that on my blog at blogs.msdn.com/lifesciences. All sorts of information there. Really excited about that happening in that white paper in particular.
So Les, tell our audience what the 3 or 4 top priorities of the Microsoft Life Sciences group are for 2011. I know I've seen a lot of interesting thinking coming in and out of Malvern. What's been on your mind?
Well, I live up in Boston, so
there hasn't been much on your mind.
It's just not Malvern. It's Boston, and it's yeah. You know, it's there's been some interesting stuff that we've been doing. If you had the opportunity to attend the Microsoft Life Sciences Partner Conference, we really laid out that there are 3 or 4 initiatives that we're really focusing on, solution areas, if you will. And the first one is around scientific innovation. There's a white paper, again, on the blog. There's a white paper about collaborative science and how do you help people collaborate together in a scientific way. You know, use your ELN, your LIMS, bring them together, use things like OneNote in SharePoint. Bring it all together so you can have all of your data in one place. Cross-company collaboration, cross-department collaboration. So really kind of powerful capabilities there. The second area is around compliant collaboration and the kind of white paper that we just produced around configuring SharePoint for Part 11 compliance. That's really important as well. Say, you know, SharePoint can be compliant. You can do things with it in that fashion that people just wouldn't think of otherwise. At this show, we're doing a number of things along those lines with other partners like QMOS and NextDocs and others, where you're actually doing out-of-the-box Part 11 compliance with those vendors. So those things are really interesting, and then that brings us to some of the other capabilities that we have on the platform, thinking about capabilities around patient adherence, electronic patient-reported outcomes, focusing more on the clinical trial and on the clinical experience for the patient. So really interesting stuff happening, really interesting stuff about to come out. You should look for a white paper on connected devices. That will be pretty powerful as well. So that's a kind of a synopsis of like 3 or 4 things that we're doing.
So, you know, ProtonMedia has been working real hard to integrate SharePoint and Link on our platform for collaborative research. And one of the things that we've been noting is every life sciences company we've been in discussions with seems very committed right now to collaborative research, even between pharma companies and with academia. Is this trend really going to stand? Is it really the new way to develop a product, or what are your concerns around that movement in the life sciences industry overall?
Well, if you think about it historically, it's always been there, but it hasn't been collaborative. It's been the toss the DVD or toss the CD over the wall kind of method, right? Mm-hmm. And that just doesn't work today in a connected world as we have. And so, yes, absolutely, that is a trend that's going to continue, and it's not just going to continue, it's going to burgeon, and it's going to move into other areas like what ProtonMedia is doing with Link, about virtual collaboration, not just document collaboration or collaboration around data, but actually virtually being there. Especially when you think of academia, that's a real niche area. In some cases, people think of it that way. But that's an area that's really open for adoption into new spaces and new modes of collaboration. So is pharma science. So you think of those two together, it's just a really natural fit.
Well, Les, thanks for your time today,
Well,
and enjoy the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Take care.
All right.